Yuck. Yuck.
Well, I think now's a good time to address the elephant in the room.
What's the elephant?
The Sunny Angels are gone.
Oh, yeah, we did not acknowledge that in the last episode.
We did not acknowledge that.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing, you guys.
I love this about you. Go on.
I am no longer hyper fixated on Sunny Angels. They're over. Okay, I'm trying to remove myself from buying trinkets that I don't need. And I still have them. They're just tucked away in a little box.
Yeah. For your children someday.
For my children someday. I still have like a few touches of like Pop Mart characters and like my Cupid dolls, but like Sunny Angels, I think they run their course.
Yeah. Something about, and what I mean when I say this is what I love about you, is that you, honestly, you like stop at the right time. Do you know what I mean? With trends and with things that you hyperfixate on, like you're honestly always ahead of the curve. You're never the one who's like in a year from now, like still buying a Sunny Angel. Like it is kind of done. Trends are they run out fast. They run out fast.
I've been with the Sunny Angels since 2021.
Totally.
Okay? It's been 4 years. I have to step away.
I know. Rest in peace, little angels. Anyway, we're so back. Season 2, episode
2.
Well, yes, but overall episode 11.
Oh, but season 2, episode 2.
Yeah, that's true. I like to keep track of them because I'm like, oh, what episode is it? What episode is it? It's technically the 11th one we've ever released.
Yes.
Minus the holiday episode, which doesn't count in this
it's not
at
a full
all.
episode. Don't count it.
Don't count it, please. All right. Well, it's another beautiful day, and
beautiful day. Windows open again. Sorry about it.
Something I'd like to comment on right off the bat is that I'm a runner.
Yeah. You are a runner.
Yeah,
she runs.
I
run.
They run. She runs. I run now. My goal for this year was to run a 5K. And the last time I ran a 5K was in like high school, like competitively. It was not competitive. It was like for fun, but it was a race. You know, the kind that you sign up for, you get a t-shirt. And
the turkey trot,
the popcorn panic.
The popcorn
panic. And so that was the last one I did. And I just remembered it being so much longer. And it's probably because I was younger and I was, you know, less aware of things, but I just remember being like, oh my God, this is terrible.
Yeah, intense.
But I have already met my goal of running 3.1 miles.
In such a casual way too.
It was casual.
I feel like you just came upstairs and you're like, hey, I just ran a 5K. I was like, okay.
Yeah. No,
you
like
alert the press.
Like, I should have called.
You told no one. You did it.
I just did it.
And that's how goals actually are completed. When
it's
you're
true.
Quiet about it.
Dude, and I am learning that now more than ever. I'm like not telling anybody about anything.
Yeah.
For example, I haven't told like my family yet that I'm going to get on Accutane because the last several times that I thought I was going to get on Accutane, I told my family right away and then I didn't do it.
Oh.
So
you don't want to be that girl.
I don't want to be that girl. I don't want to say I'm going to do something and then not do it. So I'm like keeping my mouth shut and just going about my life.
Yeah.
And then when it's happening, then I'm going to let them know.
I totally get that. I practiced that this past year as well.
Did you?
Yeah.
With what? Do you recall?
When I was starting to lose weight, I was very quiet about it.
And that's true.
When I lost like 40, when I hit 40 pounds, I was like, eh.
Yeah, you're like, have you noticed?
Have you noticed anything about me? Have you noticed anything that's different about me?
It's true. You were so quiet, and then all of a sudden one day she walked into my room and her ankles were so small. I was like, I have to comment. I would never comment on your body, but I must say something about your ankles. They're so small.
Like,
and then you were like, you can comment on my body, and I was like, well, I just feel really weird about that.
Select few that can comment on my body.
Yeah,
because you love me.
I do.
And you know the reason why I'm losing weight.
Totally. Oh, this is perfect to get
perfect. I mean,
perfect segue.
So topical.
So topical. No, we'll get into it. But
yeah, but staying quiet about stuff is actually how you get stuff done, and it's way cooler to be like, oh yeah. Like, I did that.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing this right now.
Oh, I know so many people. Oh, God, that really irks me. Oh my God, that's an irk.
Oh, that's a big irk.
You know what? For our questions for each other, can we just our overall question? Can we break down irk versus ick?
Right now?
Yeah,
let's do it.
Unless you had a question you wanted to ask me.
No, my question was like, if you had a horse, what would you name it? I like your option better.
Wait, okay, but really quick,
Yeah,
I would name it Aquamarine.
Oh, Aquamarine is a great horse name.
I know.
Oh, that's fantastic. Actually.
Thank you so much. And I'm hoping I want, I always thought I would want like a white horse with spots. But then I rode a horse in Joshua Tree that is brown and so docile and kind and like gave me kisses. Aww. So now I'm kind of down for just like a brown classic like spirit horse,
Yeah,
Love
I want like
spirit.
a chestnut brown horse.
Yeah.
With like golden locks. Just
totally.
Like, that flows to the wind.
And what would their name be?
Something like cute but also like silly, like Bargain.
Oh, cute.
Because I met a horse once named Coupon, and it was really cute. So I was like, Bargain.
Dude, here's something. Everyone has met a horse named Buttercup.
Oh, yeah, Buttercup.
Everyone's met a horse named Buttercup.
I want it to be like, Bootsy or like something like not a name.
Yeah.
Like Boots.
Yeah. Boots is cute.
Boots is cute, actually.
Boots is really
hey,
cute.
Boots. Oh, I love that.
Boots?
Boots?
Huh.
Come on, Boots. Go on, get Boots. Boots.
Dude, I gotta get you to that ranch in Joshua Tree.
You
would freaking love it.
Well, I heard there's some nefarious activity over there.
Yeah, I did watch. I watched 2 turkeys have sex. It was honestly disgusting. Never need to see that
like
again.
2 of my like demons like fucking. Like, why would I want to see that? My worst nightmare is fucking. That's,
no,
like, that's like so bad for me.
You just wouldn't go in the pen where they were. They were in that pen, and we were in there because there's also baby goats. It was so cute.
I can take it or leave it.
Well, anyway, your question was great, but let's talk about icks versus irks.
Icks versus irks.
This is huge. This was something that was talked about on what was that big show, the Kristen Bell show on Netflix with Adam Brody? Nobody wants this. They talked about how you can get over an ick, which me personally, I have been talking about that since the beginning of time.
Yeah, and you taught me that.
I taught Jilly that. And then Jilly and I, we've been, dissecting the icks versus the irks. And an ick is something that you can get over in a partner. Mm-hmm. And what is an irk?
An irk is something you cannot get over. It crosses the line. You cannot recover from it, or it's like serious where you have to take time away, or you have to like serious work to get over it. Like, it could be very detrimental.
Absolutely.
Like, it may not even be worth it to try to get over. Like, you could just be like, bye.
Yeah, totally.
Because it's like so valid.
Wait, so what did I just say was an irk?
An irk? Wait.
Well, before we thought I said, oh, that's such an irk. What were we talking about? How we got onto this topic of icks versus
people who like talk about their goals too much and then don't do them.
Well, and you know what? Here's the irk. People who say they're going to do something but don't do it. That's the irk.
That is the irk. That is a tough pill to swallow, because that could be small, it could be big, and that shit builds up, and that is an irk that will haunt you if you do not handle it or say goodbye.
Dude, and you must handle it.
You must handle it.
And here's the thing. I mean, not to throw men under the bus, but usually it's them. In my life, in my personal experience, it's been a lot of men being like, I'm going to do this, or like, what I don't know, like I'm trying to, get healthier, and then like they don't do it. And I'm like, why would you even say it out loud? Mm-hmm. Just like literally do it and don't speak on it. Speaking on things.
We're going to go on you for this while
okay,
I
great.
pull out my nose.
Speaking on things,
ick.
Just shouldn't do it, honestly. And my other ick, Jilly. Jilly having allergies.
Because I refuse to close the window.
It's too beautiful.
It's too stunning out, but my nose is running and I have to speak on it.
The other day, I literally sat on the edge of Jilly's bed like a cat and let the smell of fresh rain like hit me, and it felt so good. I love the outdoors.
I love the outdoors.
Anyway,
so icks.
Yeah. Oh
yeah, I used to get really hung up on icks. I thought, oh, I have the ick. Bye. Like
Yeah.
I there's no recovering from this. I have to keep going. It's too much. And then you taught me, you're like, hey, like, nobody's perfect. Like, you have to be able to accept someone's icks because you also have icks.
Totally. Ugh.
And that was hard because I have a really high expectation of people that I've just formed this narrative in my head that's like probably
Totally
could not be fulfilled ever,
dude,
unless like a Greek goddess came down and was like, just it has to be a god.
100%.
There's no one that can fulfill my satisfaction.
Well, because no one can read your mind.
No one can read my mind.
And that's the thing is like,
I need a mind reader.
I'm always looking for somebody that can read my mind. And no one can. And so that's something that I had to get over. But like in relationships, you are just like constantly like growing and changing. Like I think my biggest ick, you kind of touched on it, like about myself, that I know my partner feels. I'm really hard on the people that are closest to me because I'm a perfectionist. So when I'm recovering, so when I like similar to my ick, I don't like when people say that they're going to do something then don't do it. When somebody says,
well, you did say that was an irk, by the way.
I did. Well, and you know what? I have to shift it to an ick because no one I did get over that. We did get over that, but it did cause arguments in a way that's not like the kind of argument where you're like, I don't like how you chew your food. You know what I mean? That's an ick.
That's actually, I have that ick, and I have to tell the person I'm seeing right now, being like, hey, you're doing that mouth thing.
Yeah. And it's like, that's something you can get over.
Yeah, but I just have to say it.
Totally.
Like, hey,
you can say
mouth thing.
Hey, you're doing that mouth thing. Please stop. Or like, and then over time they just like people like can slowly learn your icks as well, which is so nice. Like your icks about them, and then they'll change, which is sick.
Yeah,
people can change little habits; they really can.
Especially if you explain them, like why you have it. Like you provide a feeling. Like it makes me feel overstimulated when you do this.
That's great advice.
Versus like I hate when you do this.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Just like getting mad and like throwing something.
Yeah, like throwing something. Totally,
which happens all the time.
I love to throw.
I'm always
throwing.
Always throwing something. Running, jumping, throwing. Well, I guess that's the breakdown of the ick versus the irk. Like
so I'm sure that'll come up later on as we talk about things that we're yucked about.
100%.
That's a little bit of an insight for you.
Totally. Well, let's get into what we're yucked about, shall we?
Let's do it.
Well, you go first because I went first last time.
Okay. I'm yucked about GLP-1 medication / semaglutide / Ozempic / Wegovy / Zepbound.
Awesome. And I am yucked about being a hater. Can't wait to get into this one.
Let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Yuck.
All right, you get to go first.
Okay.
I can't wait to hear about this.
This has been a long time coming for me to talk about this. I briefly touched on it, I think, in our like plus size shopping video.
Yes. Extremely controversial right now as well.
Okay. So GLP-1 medications go by many different names. And semaglutide based medications.
Yeah. Let's start with the science.
I'm not a fucking doctor, okay? But people like, tend to just call it Ozempic, and so I think I'm just gonna call it Ozempic for the episode. But I obviously know there's not just one. Okay?
Yeah.
But I think Ozempic packs a punch.
It does. It was the, it's like the, I mean, how can we compare it? It's like the Hershey's of candy bars.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's like you call something Kleenex is technically just tissue, but we all call it Kleenex.
Yes.
The big brand that started it all.
Ozempic. Okay, so I'm on a GLP-1 medication. I am on Zepbound.
I hope you guys cannot hear this.
Can you hear this?
This is our life, actually. There's always somebody selling something with a little horn and they're honking it. Okay, they're probably gone by now.
They don't want me to talk about myself.
Crazy. Shut up. They started back up immediately. I honestly don't even know if they can hear it.
I don't know.
Noah was saying there's not.
Okay.
Whatever.
So I'm on a GLP-1 medication. I am on Zepbound. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. That's my truth.
That's her truth.
I've lost 70 pounds.
It's
which is crazy. I've lost 70 pounds.
Look at her glow. Wow. Can barely see her. Jilly.
Where'd I go?
Where did you go? You're so small.
Right here.
That was scary.
I know,
don't turn sideways.
Just for like that.
That's insane. Honestly, if you look at our old, like when we started the pod, it's kind of like an insane comparison. Like it's good. I don't know. Go back and watch episode 1.
And clock my face.
Clock that face. Clocked. Continue, please.
Okay, so the whole thing I want to talk about here is that in the beginning of this, I was like, don't fucking touch this. Like, this is mine. Like, you don't understand that, like, the mental strife, okay, that it is to be fat and want to lose weight. But it's like, you want to lose weight because it'll make your life easier because you can love yourself, but the world's not going to love you. And, like, people who be like, oh, just be confident. Like, just get out there. Like, confidence is sexy. It's like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just simply not true. Like, the world does not like fat people. Like, I can love myself so much. I can I can accept myself. I can have radical self-acceptance. The world's not going to change, sweetheart. Okay?
Right.
And I think that's, like, what people get caught up in. It's like, there's just a truth.
Yeah.
To that.
The world is inherently ableist.
Yes.
When it comes to people with disabilities, people in wheelchairs, people who need extra assistance in any way, people who need bigger sizes. Like, the world does not want to cater.
No, they do not.
To anybody who is outside of quote unquote normal.
Yeah. So anyway, because of that strife, I was like, I'm gonna be very protective of this, and kind of get a little bit peeved when certain people are on it that, like, I think don't deserve, in quotes, to be on it because they haven't gone through the same things that fat people have. But over time, I have realized the world is so hard on women. It's not like I didn't know that, but it's almost like how easy and passive it was for me.
Yeah.
How simply, because I had no side effects, how passive it was. I was like, women should experience this joy if this is going to bring them joy. Like, losing weight does not equal joy, but if it's going to make someone's life easier, like, there's so many things that people who present as women have to do to feel accepted. Like, fuck, if you can afford it and don't have, like, major side effects, shoot yourself in the thigh, bitch.
Yeah.
Do it.
Totally.
If you want to do it, do it. Because it's like, it's so, I don't want to hold back, especially just women, from doing what they want to do.
100%. And I think, like, it's been interesting to see your perspective change over time, because I remember talking to you about it and you were like, I don't think, like, only women who have experienced the, like, similar strife of being fat should go on this. But then I think near the end, you're like, anybody who wants to feel better in their body, it's like, life is short, just do it.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Maybe it's a bit of, like, doom gloom where I'm like, just fuck it. But, like, I think it was, like, such a, when you, like, are from the age of 13, honestly, even 12 on, I'd lay in my bed being like, is this the year I'm going to lose weight? Like, if only I could lose weight. If only I could be skinny. Like, if only I could lose weight. And then all of a sudden, like, a miracle drug happens. Of course I was going to be protective of that. Of course I was like, hands off. Okay?
Yeah.
You didn't think that way. Okay? But now I'm like, it doesn't really matter. But I had that emotional response and I'm like,
Dude, that's
life is so fucking hard. You might as well just do it.
You honestly just gave me chills thinking about, like, our 12 or 13-year-old selves. Like I honestly, like, I want to cry because it's like so, like, every year. Oh fuck.
Cry,
every
bitch, cry.
year, I always think, is this the year I'm gonna lose the weight?
Yeah.
At the top of every single year. And I've been thinking about, even though I had this goal of running this year, I'm like, part of it was to lose weight. And I haven't, well, I guess I've just teetered at the same place, but, like, I started running and, like, nothing has happened. And
well, that's not true.
what?
Your ass got fatter.
That is true. Oh my
got a
god,
donk.
the donk actually, yeah. And you know what? And I knew that was gonna happen. I come from a long line
It's
of
a
like
lineage.
the minute you like take a step, your butt gets bigger.
Walks up the stairs.
Walks up the
once.
stairs, and I'm like, oh my god, muscle.
Grow an inch on the back.
And that's beautiful, and I am grateful for that.
People want your butt. People do surgery to have your butt.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Imagine that.
Oh, could they be so jealous?
I know.
No, but I always wanted to
now
like.
emotional, my nose is really running even more. Okay.
No, I just relate to the same thing because like I always thought, you know, a lot of the girls around me, like, you know, when you're in like middle school, like you have like a 6-pack, some girls for no reason, and I always was like, this is the year. Like after I remember, I mean, this is so toxic, but I remember after I would like eat, throwback to our last episode, eat at sleepovers, the next day I would do like 100 crunches.
Oh.
I would like torture myself, and it's just so sad. Like I feel so much better now as we age, but I don't know if there's any young girls listening to this pod, like I hope you figure it out sooner because it's tough out there. And if you want to go on Ozempic when you're older, okay.
Like there's a caveat that you have to like the work of loving or accepting yourself like doesn't go away. I was more confident 70 pounds heavier than I am now.
Yeah.
It's because I had to work so hard to look at myself in the mirror and accept myself.
Yeah.
Every day. And since I'm still fat, but I'm like less fat. And so I'm more socially accepted. And so I have to do less work. Therefore, this like lack of confidence really creeps in, if that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it's like you're having to restart the work because your body is different now.
Yeah. And huge body dysmorphia. That's the whole thing. It's like, do it if you want to, but like it's not gonna be, it's easy physically.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're not like doing 3 days in the gym, you know, like, but the emotional toll is still the same.
Right.
But
well, and
that's
because
still easier.
It is easier.
Like,
and your body is going through trauma. And because it's going through trauma, like it is going to be emotional as well.
Yeah.
Like losing weight this fast, even if you did it a different way, like it'll still cause issues because you're changing your body, you're changing the whole thing. That reminded me of a question that I wanted to ask you, what do you think about the people like that say like you're taking the easy way out?
I hate this. I hate this narrative. Okay,
Yeah.
because I see both sides of the coin. One, it is easy. And so fucking what?
Yeah,
so
literally.
What? Like,
literally,
why
so
can't
what?
it be easy? Like, I'm sorry you want a hard life. Like, fuck no.
No,
like,
right. Sorry you want to torture yourself.
And I think, like, that narrative, because there's people who are, like, pushing against that, being like, no, it's not easy. Because for some people, it's not. They have really bad side effects.
Totally.
And and some people have to also supplement with the gym, with a certain diet. Like, but for some people, it is easy. And what's fucking wrong with that? You're not like, you don't get a gold star for losing weight because you went to the gym instead of taking a shot. Like, like, okay, cool. Like, I have more time to do my hobbies because I don't have to go to the gym to lose weight. Like,
100%.
I'm happier.
And it's true. Like, sorry, I'm happier.
Sorry, I'm happier.
Well, and it goes back to this thing of like the pressure on women as well, is like something that always stuck with me is like, before we go and do something, like if we are going out to a party, let's say, we take an hour or so to get ready and to put on makeup, to do all these things, to stare at ourselves in the mirror and think, am I beautiful? All these things. Like a man often will like put on a shirt and like go out. Yeah. Like in that way, time is our most valuable resource, okay? And because we're taking all this time to think about how we look and how we present and if we're fitting in, if our bodies are okay, all these things, it's like time is not on our side. The fact that you were able to do this in an efficient way that gives you more time for your hobbies. Hello? Why would you not do that?
I know.
Dude, if men that are taking Ozempic, no one would say this. They would say, hey, good for you, lost the weight. Hey, good for you, you lost that weight.
Effective. You know, don't waste time in the gym. Work on your business. Take a shot. You know
totally.
What I mean? They'd like strategize. They'd be like, this is cost effective. Time is money. Money is power.
100%.
Okay, but women can't have more time.
Well, then they want women to suffer. They want women to you have to go to the gym and
it is it's not easy for everyone, but like I don't see it. If it's easy for you, like call it easy and like own it.
I like that.
It's easy.
It's easy.
It's been easy for me.
That's awesome.
Let's talk about
being a hater.
Being a hater, which is we're already being haters.
We're already being haters, which is perfect.
Great.
Yeah, so I'm yucked about being a hater, and I know you are too. We've been kind of leaning into this side of ourselves because I think there's a lot of toxic positivity in the world. Dude, the world is tough. And also, I think being a hater comes in a lot of different shapes and sizes. You can be a hater in that you just want to complain to your friend. I feel like I've been withholding. I think I've been holding back.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be the person who's like sticking up for myself. I have trouble taking up space. And I've also been taught in my life that like being a hater wastes energy. Girl, can I say the amount of energy I get from being a hater?
Yes. That's the point there.
It is a lie. Everything you've known about being a hater is a lie. It's a lie. I could hate on something for so long. And I think it's finally being talked about. Thank God.
It gives you energy.
Yes.
I'm excited. I'm like, I have something to talk about. Like, I'm pumped up about it. And I'm engaged mentally.
I'm engaged mentally. It's a distraction from the things in the world that I actually really hate.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which, not serious. It is serious. Like, the world is, it's unfortunate right now. Things are just not really how I wanted them to be or pictured them. But you have the opportunity to hate on just like the little things around you. Like, hey, guess what? Our neighbor is the worst.
The fucking worst.
And therefore, I am no longer going to sit by and be a passive little bitch.
Yeah.
I'm done.
We're done being passive little bitches. We're stepping into our full haterdom.
Full haterdom. And honestly, I can't even take credit for coming into myself as being a hater. When we were speaking on Joshua Tree earlier in the episode, I was in Joshua Tree with a couple of our friends, and one of them literally, she's such an angel. She said to me, I love being a hater. I am literally fed by being a hater. And I was like, oh my God.
I'm literally fed by being a hater. That's awesome.
Isn't that beautiful? Yeah. I thought, you know what? I think that's great. And it's a balancing act. You're not being a hater. I'm trying to think of like specific examples because I'm like, you're not being a hater in the way that's like putting someone down to their like face.
No. It's not being mean.
Right.
It's you're being mean in a private way that's non-harmful.
Totally.
And it's witty. There's some intelligence that has to come into play.
100%.
You have to be good. You have to be observant.
Yeah, totally.
You have to have a good vocab.
Yeah.
Descriptors when you see something you don't like.
100%.
If like we're driving in the car and someone takes so long to cross the street, I'm gonna dig into their ass. I'm gonna ruin them, and then
I'm like, come on, dude,
turn up the music. Have a good day,
dude. Like truly, and I feel like that happens all the time. We'll literally be in the car and be like, what did you just do? You're the worst driver I've ever seen. Burning up for you, baby. And it makes us more resilient.
Yeah.
If you have the ability to and you know what? This speaks on, okay, you can be a surface level hater. And that's what I feel like I am. I don't feel that passionate about like that much.
Yeah.
But if I can be a hater for a second and just have a good time doing it, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
You sit down at we sit down for the classic like TikTok thing. You sit your purse down, you sit your glass down, your margarita, you got chips and salsa. It's like, it's time to unpack. It's time to ask, why did she do that?
Yeah.
Why was she acting that way? That was so crazy. Like, I'm sorry, but sometimes you have to speak on it. Because you know what? If you don't, the people around you, you won't connect.
It's community building.
Oh, it is community building.
Hating.
Oh,
Having a common enemy.
having a common enemy. Wicked. Yeah. So having a common enemy, it does bring the people together. And of course, there's like a lot of people to hate on in politics right now. There's,
And like, okay, the thing with like stay positive, like
yeah,
I'm just like, it doesn't mean I'm not also positive.
totally. You can
Like-
do both.
Like I feel like we're both very optimistic people,
I think
but
so.
we're also like haters, and you just have to be both.
Yeah,
Like,
you have to
I do
tread the
think there's an issue if you're only a hater.
100%.
But if you fear being a hater, I don't trust you.
Totally.
If you can't talk shit about something, I do not trust you. And
Yeah.
like maybe it's for personal reasons that you've
Yeah.
never told me, so like whatever, but then like just speak on it so then I at least know.
Yeah. I feel like
Like-
you're going to tell on me.
Yes.
You know what I
Because
mean?
if someone's not hating alongside of me, I'm like, ooh, they're about to go tell someone I said this.
Yeah. And I'm like,
I'm
oh,
about to be a
God.
snitch.
Totally. And honestly, I have so many good friends that do such a good job of not talking smack on other people. And
Ooh, but you know what's good is when you like throw out a little line and then someone who usually doesn't hate like pulls in the line. I'm like, yes.
yeah, I'm like, I knew it. I knew you'd
I
be
knew
down
there
to
was
clown.
I knew there was something under that surface.
You know what? Sometimes you just can't ignore what's right in front of you.
Yeah.
If you, and you know what? I think it's like, I feel like I used to bury my feelings where if something, irked me or icked me, I would be like, you know what? I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. I am not doing that as much anymore.
Mhm.
I try to always give somebody the benefit of the doubt, but I will talk about it later. That's just what it is. But it's also like, again, it's not that serious. Like, it's just like something to do.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
Yeah, we're bored.
We're just bored.
You can't run all day.
Can't run all day.
So
Can't run a 5K all day.
no, you have to hate it.
Oh my God. Oh, it's so dark. Okay, well, we're almost done, but
The light has gone out. The lighting is giving
changed
an
a little.
ominous.
yeah, so being a hater is cool.
Yeah.
And I think everyone should try it.
Try being a hater, see how you feel.
See how you feel. I get it can feel icky sometimes, but if it feels icky, you're doing it wrong. I'm just
Isn't that-
saying.
if it feels icky, you're hating wrong. So like loosen up a little bit. Talk
Loosen
about
up.
something a bit more surface level.
Yeah, don't dive into the deep dark.
Don't get too mean with it.
Don't get too mean. It's not about being mean, you
Mhm.
know? It's something I try to not talk about something behind someone's back that I wouldn't at some point say to their face.
Or something that someone can't change.
Totally. I would never speak
Yeah,
on
but
that.
if you're wearing an ugly ass bag, I'm like, you can get a new bag.
I'm like, that's not a personality
No,
trait.
no,
That's just a hideous bag.
that's just a hideous bag.
Or-
That's a capacious bag.
Capacious.
Capacious from what's that show with all the siblings that are fighting over business?
Oh, yeah.
And the guy's like that.
Jeremy Strong.
She brought a ludicrous capacious bag.
I am obsessed with that. And honestly, you're speaking to the necessity as a hater to have good vocabulary.
Yes, what I said
Yeah.
earlier.
What you said earlier. Yeah, we'll be on our front porches rocking back and forth, and no one will be safe from us as far as someone walks by.
You're about to get red.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Overall,
Is she okay? Is she sick? Oh my God, can you imagine if people said that about you? Like, if they didn't know you're on Ozempic, they're like, oh my God, is she sick?
Well,
like,
that's why you can talk about someone's body unless you know.
and that's facts. And that is something, again, we kind of stay away from that as haters. I feel like we
Oh,
don't
haters,
absolutely
you can't no,
never comment on
no.
people's bodies.
No, it's not like that. Unless you're
no.
watching Love Island.
Love
And
Island,
then you can talk.
no
good.
rules.
No rules during Love Island.
No rules during Love
I'm
Island.
gonna talk about someone's body.
I mean, how could you? They're right in
and
front of
also,
you.
they're like gorgeous.
Yeah,
Like it's like
I'm-
gorgeous.
I'm
bodies.
nitpicking.
Like yeah.
I'm
Like,
nitpicking.
sorry, you have a 6-pack, not an 8-pack.
I know, yeah.
Work harder.
Work harder, dude. You have a full gym. What are you doing all day sitting in the sun?
Yeah, you're a scaffolder.
Scaffolder. A fisherman.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this
All
was
right.
honestly so fun.
Woo!
This was a blast.
It was good. Love being a hater.
Love being a hater.
I'm yucked about being a hater. I'm yucked about Ozempic.
Yeah, same. I'm yucked on both ends.
Yucked on both ends. Ooh, that sounds...
I've been yucked dry.
Yeah. I just got yucked.
I just got yucked from both ends. That's what you would say.
I just got yucked from both ends.
Just got yucked from both ends. And you know what's fair about being a hater? You guys can hate on us.
Oh, yes.
Dude, it's no big deal.
We can just like volley back and forth.
We can just volley. It's so not serious.
Yeah.
It's fun. Until I'm crying next episode because one of you are like, your pants are ugly, or why do you always wear a hat? Are you bald?
Yeah.
No worries.
I'm giving egg. You can call me an egg. Oh, actually, I learned that's actually a queer term for someone who could be trans. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving egg in that way, but my head is shaped like an egg. And you can read me on that, and I'm hating on myself, but I'm owning it.
In a traditional sense, you egg.
Egg. Giving egg.
Egg. Oh, congrats.
Congrats.
I love you.
I love ya.
This was fun.
This was good.
A
A
song?
song.
What's a song?
Something bootylicious for you, babe. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this jelly. You're about to bootylicious.
Wait, I just thought about one more. Boobies. What's that song? Dude, we're bringing back the word boobies. I just want to say that.
Bringing back the word boobies.
Oh my God. Honey got
And
some
his
boobies
boobies
like,
like,
wow, oh,
wow.
wow. Girl, you know I'm loving you. Loving your style. Get the checking you out like, oh, she got it all. Sexy from her head to the toes. And I want it all. Baby, let me love you down.
Yeah.
OMG. Usher.
Featuring Will.i.am. Or the other way around. Don't care.
Don't care. Don't mind.
Boobies.
Boobies.